Hey friends, Mike here from Outreach Radio Chicago and Mercado Airwaves. As you may know, I'm a huge dog lover, and it's my honor to announce that Clear the Shelters is back on August 17th. See, I believe everyone deserves a best friend, and you can join myself, NBC, and Telemundo stations for this nationwide pet adoption event. Last year, more than 100,000 animals found their forever homes, and now is your chance to open up yours. Find your new best friend. Just go to cleartheshelters.com for a participating shelter near you. Open up your heart and home to a new best friend. That's cleartheshelters.com.
Enjoy our shows? Follow the Mercado Airwaves crew all over social media. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. On Instagram, Nicole is at Typing When Tipsy. Alex is at Mercado2121. Mike is at Mike Mercado2333. And our true crime show is at Murder Mysteries and More. And on Twitter, Nicole is at Typing When Tipsy. Alex is at Mercado21Alex. And Mike is at MMercado2333. You can follow the network at Mercado Airwaves. Follow our pop culture show on Twitter at Good Brothers Pod. Get us on the go by downloading our programs anywhere you get your favorite podcast, like iTunes, SoundCloud, Podbean, Stitcher, and other popular sites. Just search us at Mercado Airwaves. While you're at it, please like, rate, review, and share us with your friends. Visit us on youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. Click the subscribe and like button to get notified every time a new episode or interview is posted. Support Mercado Airwaves by visiting patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves, the home of our interviews with athletes and celebrities, which you can get ad-free and early before it's released to the public. Come play video games with us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Mercado Airwaves Network. Mercado Airwaves is powered by Munch Art Design. Like them on Facebook at Munch Art Design. Voiceover work on Mercado Airwaves is performed by Josh Fox.
Hey, Showtime. How you doing, boss?
Chilling, bro.
Man, thank you so much for taking some time for us again, man. We know you have a busy-ass week happening right now, man. But congratulations, first of all. Last time we talked to you was right before, I think, the Wonder Boy fight. But, man, you look – welterweight looks like it's ready for some Showtime, huh? How you feeling up there?
Man, I feel amazing, bro. Like, I'm 1 pound away from making weight right now, and it's just patiently waiting right now.
So when it comes to a fight like this, like when we're talking about, obviously you've cemented a legacy and you're continuing to, add on the stats and those notes for when the Hall of Fame comes. But then comes along also Nate Diaz and this exciting fight in this day and era where everybody's looking for super fights. Now we have just 2 bad dudes who are looking to just beat each other up. For people here in Chicago, we already know what Showtime's about, but for all those who are kind of just checking out you guys for the first time on ESPN Plus, what can people expect when these 2 bad dudes get into that octagon?
Man, I mean, Diaz is a fighter. He comes in the fight. He loves the bang. He doesn't mind the bleed, and he doesn't give up, man. And I have them same attributes, and I'm also just one of the flashiest fighters in the UFC. So this is the fans are excited for a reason, and I just can't wait to go out there and perform.
And this is one thing that I think a lot of people in the Midwest, Milwaukee, Chicago, everybody really loves about the Pettis boys is this idea of like the flashiness, but also the respect for, not just the sport, because that's, it's cliche, but it's true. But this idea, like, there is this sense of respect for yourself, the team, even the guys you're going against. You guys know what the game is about. How important has that been for you guys mentally to kind of grow along with the skills that you guys have been working on since you guys were kids? But how important has the mental part of it been to grow after the title wins, after Wheaties, after, all the grind and climbing the mountain to keep growing that aspect?
Yeah, man, it's a nonstop battle. Honestly, like there's so much that goes into these fights and these training camps, and the world only gets to see like 15 minutes of it. So they base their opinion on 15 minutes, and they don't see what we put into this my life, man. This is my life. So there's a lot that goes into the mental side, but with the wins, with the losses, you definitely grow. And for where I'm at in my career right now, I just feel like I pray every day that I just keep this mental that I have, this motivation and this mental awareness that I have. I just hope that this stays with me, because that's what that's the scary thing to lose. Like, if you lose a fight, it doesn't matter. But if you lose that mental edge and that motivation, that's something that's hard to get back.
With the idea of, us, when we're watching, you Warriors go out there and, even if we have all the respect in the world, we do only get to see a few minutes of it. How important is it then to surround yourself with good family and a good team and the stuff that we don't see, when the heartbreak happens or even the triumph? Everybody watches the Bears or the Packers, the Brewers, Cubs, whatever, and they see the managers and they see everybody being together, but it's only you two in that cage, So how important is it to make sure that the people around you are people who are going to take care of you and tell you how it is and make sure you're on the right path as much as they can?
Oh, it's huge, man. Like my coach says it the best. He's like, you don't play fighting. Like this isn't a sport. This is a lifestyle. You have to be about this life. And if you ain't, the other guy is gonna expose you, and it's in front of the world. Like it's everybody. I don't care who you are, what language you speak. You think you can fight. It's just instilled in us to think that we can fight. You get a couple drinks in you, like I know how to fight. It's not like that with basketball. It's not like that with football.
Right.
It's not like that with other sports. It's like, oh, he's a fighter, but I can fight too. So it's just like this weird thing. Like it's like instilled in us that we're fighters. And when you go through these losses and stuff, it's such a mental toll and an emotional toll that if you're not strong, you don't have a strong support system, it could be the end.
When you guys are going through these roller coasters of just like, let's say fandom for a second. I mean, there's amazing fans out there, and you guys do a great job of acknowledging. Honestly, fighters are some of the biggest sweethearts that we get to have on the show, especially compared to some of the other sports and other people in stardom that we talk with. But how important is it to drown out the negativity, man, because it's crazy nowadays. And I think it's funny, like you said, people can have a few beers at Buffalo Wild Wings while watching 241 and say, oh, I could do what they just did. But then you guys have to have the restraints because you guys do have the knowledge and you guys do have the responsibility. How hard is it to take that negativity away and like block that nonsense out?
Well, initially it was hard, man. Like as a young kid, I was like, I took it offensive. But now, as I mature and I get older, everybody has an opinion. Not everybody's opinion matters. Like I don't need to let that person change my day or ruin my. I guess that's the way I view the fans, because it's just one person. Because there are some great fans and there are some shitty fans. So it's just part of the game, man. Like you have people that support you and they want to see you win, and you have people that want to see you lose. And you just got to be okay with having both.
Anthony Showtime Pettis, one of the GOATs legitimately that we've ever had on the show, joined us a few years back at this point, I guess, and you've always been awesome with your time. Before we get you out of here, because you have a crazy-ass week going on, and you're one of the great spokesmen of our sport. Here in Chicago, and where you're from, where you boys are from, that violence has a lot to do with our cities, and there's some great people out there doing some work to make sure that the kids are in school. People in the mixed martial arts world are doing great jobs opening up schools. You're seeing sports trying to open up a little bit more, and your story and what you guys did and your inspiration of your dad. I know a lot. You've told the story 1,000 times, but for the people first time checking out Showtime here in Chicago, can you tell us a little bit about how important your pops has been in your journey to where we're at right now, heading to one of the biggest cards of the year?
Yeah, man, the Midwest. I mean, Chicago, Milwaukee. I mean, Milwaukee's like a smaller version of Chicago.
Right.
We have the same exact stuff that affects in Chicago affects Milwaukee, and I lost my dad at 16 years old in a house robbery across the street from my house. He was stabbed across the street from my house, and you go through that at a young age, and a lot changes, man. Like a lot of the things that you thought were important and you thought that you were going to do just was gone. Like my two heroes were my dad and my mom were taken away from me at one night. So I had a lot of growing to do, and I think without mixed martial arts and martial arts, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, man. Like doing Taekwondo as a kid and learning all these life skills, discipline, the respect, just something to take my attention away from what I could have became, saved me, man. And that's why I opened Pettis Martial Arts. I have Pettis Martial Arts in Milwaukee. I have 3 gyms out there. We have tons of kids that take classes. I want to give kids the opportunity that I had, and even if it's not pursuing a mixed martial arts career, just instilling them life skills that I've learned as a kid through martial arts.
It's what I've always said about this community, that you guys are some of the only true athletes. And there's great athletes out there that do community work, but the MMA world has always just, when they find their roots, they stay there and they grow them. And it's always a pleasure to have you on, brother. And is there anything, the floor is yours, Chicago, everybody on the internet, everybody listening to here in the Midwest who gets this signal, anything you want to plug? You want to plug the school, your social media, 241 this Saturday, ESPN Plus, Diaz, Pettis. Everybody knows what's about to go down. Everybody knows what's going to happen in that octagon. But what do you got, brother, that the fans can help support the Pettis boys and what you guys do?
Man, honestly, everything that's going down with the border right now, man, it's sad what's going on with families being separated. So I'd like to shed some light on that. And
yeah, brother.
I mean, it's just a hard time for everybody involved, man. So I guess there's people just being just open to being polite about it, man. Just the negative comments that come with that, and there's kids that are separated from their parents, man. It's a sad time for us. So I guess you shed some light on that.
Man, that's what's up. I'm Mexican and Puerto Rican, so I appreciate you and somebody of your stature of putting out those words, brother. So everybody, check out one of the best dudes we have in the sport, Anthony Showtime Pettis, this Saturday, ESPN Plus. It's going to go down. We already know what these boys are going to bring for us, and we appreciate what you guys do for us for the entertainment and the sacrifice you guys made. Showtime, thank you for everything, brother. We can't wait to have you back on the show.
Appreciate it, bro.
Hey friends, Mike here from Outreach Radio Chicago and Mercado Airwaves. As you may know, I'm a huge dog lover, and it's my honor to announce that Clear the Shelters is back on August 17th. See, I believe everyone deserves a best friend, and you can join myself, NBC, and Telemundo stations for this nationwide pet adoption event. Last year, more than 100,000 animals found their forever homes, and now is your chance to open up yours. Find your new best friend. Just go to cleartheshelters.com for a participating shelter near you. Open up your heart and home to a new best friend. That's cleartheshelters.com.
Enjoy our shows? Follow the Mercado Airwaves crew all over social media. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. On Instagram, Nicole is at Typing When Tipsy. Alex is at Mercado2121. Mike is at Mike Mercado2333. And our true crime show is at Murder Mysteries and More. And on Twitter, Nicole is at Typing When Tipsy. Alex is at Mercado21Alex. And Mike is at MMercado2333. You can follow the network at Mercado Airwaves. Follow our pop culture show on Twitter at Good Brothers Pod. Get us on the go by downloading our programs anywhere you get your favorite podcast, like iTunes, SoundCloud, Podbean, Stitcher, and other popular sites. Just search us at Mercado Airwaves. While you're at it, please like, rate, review, and share us with your friends. Visit us on youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. Click the subscribe and like button to get notified every time a new episode or interview is posted. Support Mercado Airwaves by visiting patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves, the home of our interviews with athletes and celebrities, which you can get ad-free and early before it's released to the public. Come play video games with us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Mercado Airwaves Network. Mercado Airwaves is powered by Munch Art Design. Like them on Facebook at Munch Art Design. Voiceover work on Mercado Airwaves is performed by Josh Fox.